We're back at the Museum of Cornish Life, and today it's Thursday, so it's a time for me to do our museum makes, and today I thought I'd look at the toy collection. Again, forgive the clunky IT because I'm going to be having to travel with you, but first of all, I thought we'd go and look in our toy shops and see what we've got. Gloves. Gloves do not go with IT. So let's see. Let's open the door here. Now, we've got a range of toys. And I thought we would look at some of them today and think, what could we make while we're kind of stuck at home, and what games might be interesting to look at. So the three things I thought we'd look at today are jigsaws, of which we've got some here. I don't know if you can see this one. Jigsaws. We've got a jigsaw here. And also I thought we might look at some card games. So we have ones like this, which is to do with a goal game. We've got also a game that I thought we would make today. So it's Snap. So this is a Mother Goose Snap, but I thought we could have a go at making our own Snap cards today. I'll just let you have another look around some of the things in the toy shop. And one of the other things that I thought we can maybe make today, dominoes. It looks all very strange because writing's back to front. And we've got some other things down here, you can see. We've got mini bricks, we've got a Sabutio, we've got an Archer's game, which I keep wanting to play as I'm currently obsessed. I quite like the way they're not acknowledging the coronavirus and the Archers. But what I'm going to do now is come out, that I've given you an idea of why we're going to look at toys. And I'm going to try and set this up and see if I can show you how to make some of your own stuff. So one of the things I was interested in is how you can make your own jigsaws. I used to do this when my girls were quite little, and it's quite good fun. So what I've got here is I just looked, I can take my gloves off now, I'm not touching objects. I just looked through some magazines and I thought, oh, I really like that picture of this hedgehog. And I've actually decided to make mine double-sided, because I've got a painting in the back. And this is actually from an exhibition that Penley House put on for a while. And this painting, I think, is actually from Newlyn Art Gallery in the Exchange. And it was a Leonard Fuller exhibition. I've kind of learnt from last week, and we've done a bit of a, here's one we made earlier. So all you need to make your own jigsaws is a bit of paper, or you might have cardboard at home from like a cereal box or something like that. And just find a picture that you like. I've got different magazines here, so you can just find any old picture you like. If you like cheese, you could do a jigsaw of cheese. There's anything you can do. There's anything. So just pick any picture you like. And as I said earlier on, I picked a hedgehog. And then all you need to do is glue your picture down. So you need a Pritt stick. Glue it down on the bit of paper. But then what I actually find, to make life a bit easier, and make your jigsaw last a lot longer, is if you also get a roll of sellotape. Because then if you cover whatever you've made with sellotape, it just works a lot better. So I'll just do a very quick one here. I'll come a bit closer to show you. So I am just going to look through this magazine. This is my Cornwall. Oh, look what I'm going to pick. One of the lovely other museums in Cornwall. Porthcurno, the Telegraph Museum. PK Porthcurno. So if I just cut out a picture from one of their things. Yeah, luckily there's loads of good museums in Cornwall. You can just stick it down. You see? Pop it in a bit of paper. And you could get your glue stick I can here, I think you can see better. You can just glue it on. This would be a smaller jigsaw than the one I made. Glue it on. Put a prick stick, don't be scared. And if you don't have prick stick, sellotape will do, or, I mean, we're lucky here at the museum, we have a laminator, but I'm assuming you don't have one of them at home. And as I say, if I was going to just small one, this lovely family group of Porthcurno, to make it last a bit longer, just cover it in strips of sellotape. I wonder if you can see me doing this if I do it over here. Yeah, I think you can just see me, or maybe over here. Yeah, better. Just get your sellotape. You don't need to worry about being too tidy because it's a bit like if you did have a laminator, when you've done it, you can just cut the edges off and it stays together. And this means when you make your jigsaw, it's just going to last a bit longer. So just take it and run a strip along your picture, just like that. And then if I cut that off, and then you just join it on and cover the next bit. And do that all over your jigsaw. And then you will end up with one I made earlier. You can see my hedgehog. Can you see the strips of sellotape? And why we thought we'd do this, it's a bit inspired by the toy shops. Oh, if I move, the lights will come on. You can cut it up into squares. So I'm going to cut my hedgehog up. Sorry, hedgehog. And if you're really neat and tidy, you would use a ruler. I'm going to try and be tidier than I normally am. So there we go. Ruler. Chop that, chop that, chop that. And remember, if you're little, you might need a bit of help. I've got a strip. So I'm going to make mine ruler width because I've got a nice big chunky ruler. 1, 2, 3, 4. So chop it up into squares. And this one's an extra hard one because mine's double-sided. So what you need to do is just chop up your image and then you've got your own homemade jigsaw. So you can see I've got, oh, there's my man's head. Ta-da! Oh. No, he's not a hedgehog. So that's the first thing you can do. And then I was thinking about games that you can make. I don't know if you've got them at home. But we love dominoes in our house. And again, if you just get some card, what I'd recommend is if you've got the A4 card, fold it in half, like that. Then fold it in half again. You're half and half. So it's like this size. So if you look, divided it into 4. And then with one of those, chop that up. And then with one of the 4s, you see? This is just a size I like. You don't need to be pernickety. I've just folded that into 3. So I've just folded it like that. It's a bit like an envelope and then folded it like that. But you don't need to do that to get a nice shape. It's just the size I like. And then I made my own dominoes. And all I've done is divide it in half. And with this I've gone with quite an easy one. I've gone with dots. But to be honest, you could also go with colours. Maybe if you're little and learning your colours, you might want to, for example with this one, I've just drawn a line down the middle. You could maybe have a green square. It's one of your colours. And then, and if you were being really like educational, you could write green underneath. And then I'm going to have blue in this side. And so you could be starting to learn to match up your colours. If you're older and maybe off school and you've got terrible science homework, you could do formulas. I don't know, that's stretching it a little bit too far. And then the last game I've got that I thought, again, you just need card. And don't worry if you've not got a nice card. As I said, cereal boxes, there must be stuff that you've got in the house. Again, magazines. I thought it might be nice to make your own snap cards. And just don't get too competitive out there with your snap cards. So I looked through magazines and I've just, again, just folded up my paper my A4 bit of paper, folded it up just like before. Fold it in 4, then you put your bits, and then just fold those in half. And then they're quite a nice card size. The stiffer the card, the longer they're going to last. And then what I did was I just looked through a magazine to see what images I could find. So I found a nice one of a robin. And this one doesn't exactly match, but another robin. So that would be one of my pairs. But you can do your own drawings. You can look through lots of magazines. I was thinking I might make baubles a pair, or these little bunnies, thinking about Easter, and just cut them out and put them on. So I will finish this one to show you. So yeah, just find an image. I'll do this. Cut out my robin. Stick it on again with a bit of glue. And again, if you're worried about it not lasting as long, just cover it in a bit of sellotape. There we go. I'm assuming most people have sellotape in their house. And there's one of my pairs. And of course, with this, you could either play Snap, or the game where obviously you have your pairs and you place them down the table and turn them over to reveal a pair. And then the last kind of make I'm going to share with you is really a game that I loved when I was little. And I was looking through the museum collection to see if I could see anything like it. And we've got skipping ropes. But one of the things I used to love was a game we played in primary school. And this will help keep your fitness levels up. And what we used was elastic bands. And all you do, if you can see, you get your elastic band and you put one through the other and hoop it in. Ta-da! Let me get another one. One through, one through. Put it through. I feel I should have background music or something. Maybe next week I'll try and find some music. Make a chain. And then you can see here, now I can turn the camera around because I don't have gloves on. I have made a very, very long chain. And because I'm in isolation in the museum, I don't have any friends to help me. Because when I was little, the chairs would be your friends. And they stand with them quite low down. And then they get higher and higher. And you jump over them. And let me see if I can, in a really bad fashion, demonstrate this for you. I wonder if I can go down there. Let's see. This is not going to be elegant, people, and I apologise already. Here I am. We'll get ready. And when I was little, well, I go this way. This way. We used to play a game with elastic bands, so you would jump into the middle and you make up challenges for each other. Jump over the elastic bands, jump back in, and if I can end in triumph, yay! Jump on top of the elastic bands. And if that doesn't get your cardiovascular going, and what I can do now is, now that I can turn it over, we'll end with one last look in the toy shop. And thank you so much for joining us today and bearing with my dodgy filming. Nice buggies down here as well. And I hope you're all doing fine. And next week I'll be back to show you some more items in the collection. Thank you.